I am Abu Bakr.
I am Rania.
My name's Saeed.
I'm Naima Kali.
I'm Shay.
And I am a young facilitator.
Aston-Mansfield's Young Facilitator Leadership Programme has young people with real responsibility, supports them to build professional skills through social action projects, enabling them to grow as confident leaders in business and in their communities.
Before joining Aston-Mansfield, I felt like I didn't have much direction in my life.
I felt a bit lost at the time because college didn't feel like somewhere I wanted to be.
Well, I was in a bit of an in-between phase, deciding where I wanted to kind of plant my feet in terms of my career.
I was a lonely girl who would just move from the country, from Indonesia to the UK. I was 15, 16 years old.
So there's a lot of issues that young people face in UM. I'd say at the moment one that's quite prevalent is youth unemployment. So a lot of the time you find in education that you're getting your degrees, you're getting your qualifications, but then when it comes to actually applying for roles, you often find it's quite difficult. You're getting endless rejections for job offers.
To even get into those kind of roles in the first place, there is an expectation that you do a lot of free, unpaid work to kind of deserve those kind of roles. People, can't afford to spend their time doing something that that doesn't compensate them and may not necessarily pay off with a job in the future.
Yeah, I faced a range of different challenges, I'd say, prior to joining. I'd say a lot of mental health challenges. Not having the right environment and support at school made that really difficult to manage.
I feel like often growing up, you do sometimes feel a bit unsafe.
When I want to explore, seek knowledge or work somewhere outside of London, I would feel uncomfortable because of where my religion stand outside is not how I would like it to be.
Because I was living locally, I got a targeted ad for the Young Facilitator role, and I thought that is exactly what I'm looking for.
My first time joining Aston-Mansfield was when I was 15, 16. Instantly, the first ever moment I entered the room, it's like I belong there.
I initially started as a young participant on one of the youth programs that they had. Obviously, the environment that they created for us was very welcoming.
Initially, I joined as a participant, and I felt like the program was, massive for my growth in terms of building my confidence. Also having a vision of what I want to do for a young facilitator role. I thought, it'd be perfect. The same way that they were able to help me with my growth, I want to be able to give back to the community and be able to do that for other people my age as well in the community.
From the very beginning, we understood that we had a lot of stakes within the program, which is something that's quite unique.
So many adults might think like, oh, you can't teach young people, oh, you can't push young people, because you're yourself as a young people. Adults don't know is that that's the blessing in it, that you're a young person and you're teaching a young person.
There's a lot I've got from, being a young facilitator. The number one thing for me is giving back. You're being taught it by other people your age, then you're applying it, and then all that knowledge you're gaining, that experience you're gaining, then you're able to teach it to some of the other participants and help them to develop.
I've done programs and youth opportunities in the past, but this is the first one where I felt like I actually had responsibility and I was putting to practice the skills that I wanted to build for the kind of career that I want. And I hope that in turn, we're doing that for the young people who get involved as well. I want them to kind of feel that they've gained real skills and have created and produced something that they're really proud of.
The space that the whole of Aston-Mansfield, but the young facilitators in particular, created for me and people that were working on the project with me was great. It felt like I wasn't at school, I wasn't put to do work that I didn't want to do. It felt like home. It felt like I was with my family.
Facilitation as a skill in itself, I'm a lot more confident in. And also, I feel a lot more confident in project management, budget management, and overall I'm just a lot more confident as well.
The stuff I learned as being a young facilitator has taught me is my public speaking. I think I don't get shy anymore when it comes to speaking to people.
Other things I've gained is, I've mentioned a sense of direction. I feel like it helped me massively with my career.
I've gained a lot of skills and I've been able to thankfully exercise skills I've already have in my arsenal. One of the things I always go back to is the fact that we were able to work so amazingly well as a team.
Young Facilitator module works because it is by young people for young people.
The YF model is absolutely amazing and is a model that should be implemented in so many different organisations because it's more important now than ever to invest in young leaders. Because young leaders are the trailblazers for the future and they are the providers and the developers of innovation.
I definitely think there's a need for more opportunities like this, especially in this current job market. You kind of hit a wall after a certain point because you can't get entry-level roles because you don't have the experience, but you can't get the experience because you don't have prior experience, and so it turns into this sort of like paradox. The YF model, it allows people to gain like really useful, paid, structured work experience in somewhere that's really close to home. Supporting this program means that you're investing in the next generation of community leaders, business owners, project managers, and opportunities like this give young people confidence and skills that they take well past the programs that they participate in, and they carry that on for the rest of their lives and their working careers.
I've seen how much benefit it's had for me and also for the other YFs I work with, and I've seen how essential it's been for their growth.
It's so important to understand the uniqueness and to encourage the uniqueness of the model, having young people at the centre of it all.